This week on Outdoor Bound TV, we get a rare behind-the-scenes look at how one of the most iconic ice fishing brands in history came about. We get a chance to meet some of the people responsible for its success and how it's still made by hand in a small southern Wisconsin town, just like it was over 75 years ago. Join us as we learn the story of the Beaver Dam tip-up.
It just doesn't get any better than this. There he is, right there.
Nice healthy walleye.
There we got one.
Nice Manitoba walleye. There's some shoulders on this guy.
There he is. This never gets old.
Well, look at the size of that. Look at that.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Mission by Matthews and Vortex Optics.
This is my life. The weekend warrior. No more production lines or deadlines. This is why I work 5 days a week. I need speed, power, precision. I expect no less than the best. This is my best. This is my chance. This is my mission.
Simple, efficient, powerful. Mission by Matthews.
Northland Auto Center, the Midwest's premier dealer of Yeti fish houses, introduces the 2018 line of ultimate all-season trailers, built for summer fun, fall hunting, and winter ice fishing. The Yeti ranges in size from 16 to 21 feet, and you're sure to find the perfect layout to fit your family. With unique designs featuring a kitchen and bathroom, your opinion of a fish house will never be the same. See the pros at Northland Auto Center to create your own legend with Yeti.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyper Glide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Castmaster, Rattle Master, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
There you go. A little bigger, but not much.
The trouble is, you gotta wait like a minute between fish here. That's the problem.
We'll get her back in, we'll get this set down. The bite's just turning on.
Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm Kurt Walbeck. You know, I've been using Beaver Dam tip-ups for over 40 years. In fact, I still have some of the first ones I received for Christmas when I was just 12 years old. Now the action has slowed down a bit here out on the lake, so let's get a behind-the-scenes look at how the Beaver Dam tip-up is made and some of the people that are instrumental for its success. Let's head to southern Wisconsin, the home of Acme Tackle, and also the home of Beaver Dam tip-ups.
This tip up here is from the late 1930s. It's kind of a crude design, but this is where it started. They used a typewriter spool back in the day, and they got donated by the local high schools. That's where they got their spools from. Here they used conduit as a tube and an automotive spoke instead of what you see now with the traditional crossbar. It was just a bent automotive spoke, and that's what would spin. But this one was so crude that it was actually made out of a grinding, it says grinding wheels, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So it's a very old tip-up and one of the first ones off the line somewhere long time ago. This is the basic design that you see 1938, 37, whenever it was built, but basically it's the same concept these days, and they've been refined a little bit, but this is where it started. My name is Adam Carthew. I'm from Columbus, Wisconsin. A couple by the name of August and Linda Scheuer from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. They owned the company for 42 years. Augie, he hung around the shop with 3 guys that originated the tip-up. Their name was Tuck Kahelski, George Beers, and Fred Crinion. They came up with the tip-up in the late 30s, early 40s, and I believe sometime in the mid to late 50s, Augie started hanging around the shop a little bit with those guys and got to know them, and Augie and Linda bought the company from them in 1962. They started in a garage, and then after they moved out of a garage, they moved into like an old airport hangar on Airport Road in Beaver Dam. In the 70s, they moved across from the high school, the newer high school in Beaver Dam, and into an old GTE building. It was 4,000 square feet, and we utilized every inch of the place. I was involved with the Arctic Fisherman Company from 2004 until 2011, when I sold the company to Kurt Kellogg and Uncle Josh. What I do here now is I still work with the tip-ups quite a bit, overseeing and helping out or training other people to build them.
My name is Kurt Kellogg. I live in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. I've been the owner of Acme Tackle since 2002. Under the Acme brand, we have Uncle Josh, Kalen's, Little Stinker Catfish Bait, and Beaver Dam Tip-Ups. Everybody in Wisconsin knows Beaver Dam Tip-Ups. I think everybody assumes that when another company acquires a smaller company, that they're going to cheapen it up, take it overseas, reduce the workforce and automate everything. It's actually quite the opposite. We've actually increased our workforce here in Wisconsin. I would dare say we probably actually improved the quality because we've made uniform parts now. We still make them all by hand. We have many folks from the area making Beaver Dam tip-ups. So we've got Acme Tackle being manufactured here. We've got Beaver Dam, which has always been manufactured in Wisconsin. So it's really been a good family of fishing products that we're able to manufacture right here in our backyard.
Oh, he's going. Got him. Oh. He had some line out, didn't he?
He did. He was going somewhere.
He is not at all happy.
Not a happy camper. There you go.
Look at that.
Well, the two different parts of the tip-up, you have the board and the flag rod assembly. The flag rod is your indicator for when you have a fish. When it pops up, that's one of the best sights you can possibly see, is looking out at your shack or your truck or wherever you are and seeing that you have a flag. The assembly itself is what catches the fish, and this is more of an intricate process of putting together. There's quite a few parts on here. This needs to be super smooth, and this is what catches the fish. The main assembly itself is designed to withstand very cold temperatures. It has a lubricant inside that's good for probably 40 below zero. Not that many people like to fish when it's 40 below zero, but people do. You have a trigger up here at the top, which is called the crossbar, and you have a heavy end and a light end, so you can set your flag hanger on either side. Some people set it here for a northern, some people set it here for a walleye.
It's got a big head, get a huge freaking head on it.
You just hold them in the water, just hold them in the water. Hold them right in the water.
Trying to.
Watch the hooks don't get you.
Oh, big head with a smaller body on this one. Still close to a 36-inch fish, 35-inch fish.
You want that spool to be extra smooth because a fish will feel any wiggle, especially walleyes, finicky fish like that. If they feel something wiggling around, they're going to spit it out and you're going to have a false flag, and that never makes anybody happy. And the line guide right here, this will spin around so your minnow can spin this around without tripping your flag. The spool, one piece, very smooth, and this right here keeps it in the board.
There's no better way to finish off a great northern pike experience with a big hog like this. Outdoor Bound TV will be right back after these messages.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Real Deal Mineral and HHA Sports.
There we go. Hey, got one.
Jake, there he bit.
Great fish on the dangler rod holder.
Introducing the Dangler Rod Holder, revolutionizing tip-down performance. Available at your local retailer or online at danglerisefishing.com.
Optimizer by HHA Sports. The Optimizer Kingpin marks the third generation of archery's #1 selling single pin adjustable sight. On the range or in the field, start ruling your kingdom today with the Optimizer Kingpin. The Optimizer speed dial. Extend the range and accuracy of your crossbow to the yard accuracy with a single reticle. Simply range, dial, and shoot. All Optimizer sight systems are made in the USA and carry a 100% lifetime guarantee. Ask for Optimizer at a dealer near you.
StrikeMaster introduces the new Lithium 40 Volt. Everything you've ever wanted in an ice auger. With a 40% increase in cutting speed over the competition and up to 100 holes per charge, the Lithium 40 Volt has the power and stamina you need to hunt down your next big bite. And for a limited time, all Lithium 40 Volt augers come with a spare battery, free. The new Lithium 40 Volt, only from StrikeMaster.
When winter weather makes driving difficult, fight back with the newer pre-owned vehicle from Colby Chrysler. Isn't it time you test drive the Ram 1500, voted Motor Trend's Truck of the Year not once, but twice? That's right, twice. Whether you choose a new or pre-owned vehicle, or choose our award-winning service department, we want you to feel right at home at Colby Chrysler. Welcome home to Colby Chrysler.
Hi everyone, welcome back. While we get our beaver dams reset here out on the ice, let's head back to the plant in southern Wisconsin, where we get a chance to meet Robin Hancock. Now he's the COO and Chief Engineer. Let's learn about some of the recent improvements that they've made to this iconic brand.
My name's Robin Hancock. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Acme Tackle. I'm from southern Wisconsin. My background is I'm a toolmaker by trade and worked my way up through engineering and got more involved with the operation sides of the business over the last 15 to 20 years, and I've enjoyed that a lot, but I still get to apply a lot of my machining and engineering background to what I do. I was a Beaver Dam user before ever being part of Acme Tackle. I got them for Christmas presents from my father-in-law. Owned 18 of them, so when I came on board and realized that, this was going to be part of the brands. I was very excited about it. Bringing it from Beaver Dam to our current facility here in Fort Atkinson was a trying thing, certainly not from a financial standpoint, but from a legacy standpoint. That wasn't easy. We talked about that a lot. It's a legacy brand, right? There's people that are very connected to this brand, and any changes that have been made to this tip-up over the last 25 years have been scrutinized like you would not believe. The Beaver Dam that's made today is a better unit than what has been made in the past, simply because you can service the unit by removing the spool easily, and the spool runs truer than the older unit. Other than that, it's exactly like the one that your grandfather had. The assembly process of the Beaver Dam tip-up starts really with the main assembly, right? Historically, it was all done with arbor presses, which are over behind my shoulder over there. We automated that process to give it consistency so that each and every one has the same gap between the collar and the cap so that it spins freely. So we designed and built a machine that assembles the main unit together, and it starts by putting the collar on and the crossbar on, and then it steps through and puts the tube together with the cap and the bottom cap, and you insert the spindle in. And as it comes through the machine, at each step, if it's not right, it won't fit into the machine. So the reality is the fixtures in the machine keep that spindle within tolerance, the quality that has to be there. Once that's done, the spool is put on by hand with the operator so that they can make sure it hits flat and runs true. That's a very critical part of the assembly process, is the last step, and that's putting the main assembly together. The board itself, which everybody really kind of relates to, is manufactured here in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, at a wood facility up there. They machine it for us. It comes down here, it's prepped and ready to be assembled. The very first step, once we get it here, is we drill out the flag post. And install the flag post. Once that's installed, then it can move to the next step, and the very next step is they're installing the flag onto the post. From there, it moves across the table, and the main assembly marries up with the board. And a carriage bolt's put in and a wing nut on it. And at that point, it eventually gets folded up, flag put into position, and then inserted into the box. The process is identical, really, to what it has been for 50 years. The board is still machined the same way. It is installed the same manner, using basically the same hammers, etc., that's been used to not mar the finish. And it's a manual labor process. There's multiple people working on this line each week to meet the demand, especially come late summer, early fall. That process hasn't changed. The only thing that we've done is automate the front end and give consistency to how that Beaver Dam's main assembly is put together. I see a lot of people that really enjoy what they're doing. They like the fact that this unit is built here in the United States, and they take a lot of pride in how it's assembled. They don't just slap it together, they really look it over. If the board has a defect that somebody missed, it gets taken offline. Any person on this line can shut it down at any given time for a quality problem. And they do on occasion. There's times they have to call time and, hey, we have a problem, we have to fix this. This is not acceptable quality for us. That makes me feel good that the quality that's put into it, the people that run the line, they know what they're looking for because they're fishermen. And that's important to us.
Feel good?
Yeah, decent fish. Nothing huge, but I think he's kind of coming towards the hole here.
Yeah.
So he's going to cooperate till he sees this light, and he's going to want to take a little run like that. It's a good fish, real good fish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's wrapped up
she
in the
rolled
line.
up. Nice fish,
Beautiful
though.
fish.
What a, you
Boy.
know, they do that crocodile roll down below, and that's what happens sometimes.
Things have been really fast here today, a lot of action.
Yeah.
Things have been going really good so far.
Everybody's huffing.
Yeah, everybody's huffing and puffing from all around it.
A lot of them were passed down. A lot of people are fishing with Grandpa's tip up. And it's sentimental to them because it's something that they were given when they were a kid. And they're still using, you know, 25, 30 years later, they're still taking out that same piece of equipment and fishing with something. And it's got the sentimental attachment to one of their, you know, like their grandpa. It's something to remember him by. Every time they go out, they'll remember their grandpa or their dad's tip up or uncle or whoever. Could be grandma. Grandma could have been an ice fisher lady.
When we kind of studied the horizon of different ice fishing companies, the Beaver Dam product stood out because it's right here in Wisconsin. Everybody here in this state uses beaver dams. It's kind of has a cult following. So it was really a no-brainer for us. Plus it has the high quality reputation that we were looking for. So it was a perfect fit for us.
Boy's a monster. I love tip-up fishing though. It's like the best way of fishing northern, I think.
In having the Beaver Dam product line, there are natural products that we can add to our offering. We'll never get rid of our Cadillac, our standard Beaver Dam tip-up, but we have added things along the way. We came out with a insulated round tip-up that we call the Arctic Circle. It's a plastic insulated round board. However, it still has the same Beaver Dam guts. It's still got the same heavy-duty spool. It's still got the no freeze grease in it, the heavy line guide. So no sacrifice in quality on the main components of it. But we went to a plastic frame because it's lighter. Our customers were saying that they wanted it to fit in a bucket. So you're getting all the good things of our standard rail with the benefits of a round tip up.
He's going, Brian.
I'll be your line man.
Oh, I'll pull him off this way. Oh, there. Oh. He figured out he's hooked.
Got some good water movement.
It is a great northern down here. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh, just hold him in the...
Oh, look at this. Look at that fish. You know, when we came up to this new round Beaver Dam tip-up, the spool was just moving really, really slowly, so he never went on that big run, but boy, when I set the hook, he should have figured it out.
They don't like coming up, not
That's
whatsoever.
Right. Well, let's get him unhooked and we'll get him back down, see if we can find some other ones.
Sounds good.
Most of us fish. We don't use our spare time to golf or things like that. We're all fishermen. And I think that really comes through in the workforce that we have. People understand what the product is used for, how it's used, and I think they just have a little more emphasis on how that is put together because they know that a fisherman is going to use that and it's something that they do themselves.
Yeah, we'll set it to the side. Just a nice sweep. Don't have to, there you go. Is it still on? Here you go. Now you can just use your left hand as a pinch point and slide it through your hands. There you go, just like that. There you go. Hand under the belly and lift her up. There we are. Good job. They don't always come pretty, but when they do, they look good.
That's all right. You know what? They're all fun to catch.
Absolutely, they are.
I'm actually out from Wyoming, so we catch a lot of trout, but we don't get to do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
so this has been fantastic.
We all say that we appreciate products that are made here in the U.S. You're making a product that you know is going out of your factory, you know it's been made by people who care, and you know that the fisherman is going to have a good experience with it.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Markham Technologies and Strike Master Ice Augers.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
We handle your races, your jumps, and your trails. Isn't it time you give your daily driver the same love? AmSoil's Signature Series synthetic motor oil delivers 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by leading industry standards. And now, ordering AmSoil is even easier. Simply log on to qcamsoil.myamsoil.com and have quality AmSoil products delivered right to your door.
Value Implement serves all of West Central Wisconsin and provides the tough Kubota equipment you need to tackle tough Wisconsin winters. Even the harshest weather is no match for the quality of Kubota and the experience of Value Implement's team. Take control of winter and stop in today for the largest selection of Kubota products at any of our 6 convenient locations. Value Implement.
More stores, more selection, more value.
Big Bear Down has all the supplies you need for this year's hunting season. Check out our large selection of 10-point and Horton crossbows and accessories. Big Bear Down has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories to meet your needs. Come see our in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, game trail cameras, and more. Big Bear Down has the quality name brand products you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down, conveniently located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Rapala and Otter Outdoors.
You know, even though I've used Beaver Dam tip-ups for years, I've never really understood the importance of that Made in the USA decal that goes on every Arctic fisherman tip-up. We hope that you'll join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the Midwest, around the nation, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Bloopers. We should do some bloopers.
Don't you gotta go somewhere?
260 pounds goes through the ice pretty fast in 3 inches.
Well, I've got people skills.
Forget it, he's done.
There's your blooper.
What's the matter with you people?
Okay, we'll see you later.
Now let's get some work done.
Okay, perfect.
See you guys.
Am I doing all right?
It's a fun company to work at, that's for sure.